So everybody, we're on our way. We're doing a little video real quick. Ben, myself, Mel, and we're gonna go check out something that I'm pretty excited about, which is a knife making facility in operation. So we're gonna go look at Medford Knives today. One of the things that I've been passionate about throughout most of my life is a great knife, and I think they make some fantastic stuff. So we're going to see how it's all done. We've got guys in the industry who love cigars, but also love fine things in life. You know, that's why you've got like the BTX cutter, right? A very fine.
Do you like fine knives?
Yes.
Ben likes fine knives.
See, I don't get it, so I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah, Mel doesn't get it. Ben and I do. Now, I'm smoking today a Curavari Socrates. Ben, what are you smoking?
Curavari Blade of Ventura.
Nice. Mel, are you smoking something?
I'm smoking the Crux Epicure.
Nice. So we got 3 great cigars. Crux Epicure, fantastic, creamy smoke. We're out of them right now. We're getting some back in, hopefully in a little bit. Now, Ben, what do you think about fine knives?
I like them.
What do you carry? Do you have an everyday carry?
I have a Kershaw that I carry.
Okay.
That works real well for opening cigar box.
Yeah, I am too. And one of the things that I love about Medford Knives, once again, they're fantastic to look at. Obviously, they've got a really high-end design aesthetic to them. They're a utility piece as well that are just badass. The thing that I'm excited about too is that it's an American-made, small Arizona company that's growing fast. Mel, you have any thoughts?
I just learned how to do my eyelashes for the first time. That's my thought right now.
That has zero to do with what we're talking about.
I want to know, like...
You did ask if she had a thought.
That's true.
Okay,
She had one, so kudos to her for saying it.
Kudos for having a thought.
I want to know, like, why do you guys carry knives? Like, do you carry it to stab somebody? Or do you carry it to, like, whip it out and be like, my knife's bigger than your knife?
How do you open cigar boxes?
I open it with some scissors.
Well, why not have a knife?
Today we're gonna have Mel hold a knife so she feels more confident about the knife. Alright guys, so we just arrived. We're gonna head on in.
This is their second grinding. So these have to be precise. How close to tolerance are you doing on these?
I'm doing probably about 3/10.
So 3/10 of a thousandth of an inch. There's 3.75 thousandths in a hair on your head, about 6 thousandths on a beard hair, and then we're down into tenths of one of those. Pretty small. So that's all done here on the surface grinder, and that's great for ferrous metal. For the non-ferrous metal, you'll notice there are no gauges anywhere on this machine.
Okay.
So far, I'm the only guy in the shop who can run this machine. This is a totally by feel, no measure machine.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this is a 1960s style machine that I had completely restored up in Kalamazoo, in Detroit, Michigan, about 6 months ago. So this machine's been completely disassembled, all custom built for me up in here. This is all custom, and the rest of this is all old as shit. But it's an old casting, and it makes it for a perfect grinder. So what I do with this is I screw up the top and bottom stones. I have them pitched at a slight angle. This turns and it drags the parts through between the stones. So there's a stone on the top, a stone on the bottom. Carousel slips them through the middle, and these things come out precision thickness, and I get them all within a couple of machine. You get a burr. Everywhere you change metal, you get a little burr where metal's been displaced. And the burr makes it rough, makes it scratchy, makes it not good for your hands. So I had this machine made up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, okay, by a 120-year-old family-owned company. It's really cool. You load the parts in here, you program how much energy you want slammed into the part in this little controller. They made these custom-made stones, which are made for our shapes and radiuses on all of our parts. And then it slams energy into it and knocks away all the rough edges. Then a little automated door comes up. Then they run up a ramp. They come down here. The media falls back through. My parts fall into corn cob. They get tossed into corn cob for a while, which makes them slick and smooth and dry and clean. And then they pop out here and they've got kind of a warm, lovely, stone-washed smoothness to them, which you don't have any other way.
Awesome.
So it's super cool. So for us, for what we do, this thing here gets us this really nice part that's ready for the next step. And we use it, every part goes through here 2 or 3 or 4 times. This is the last run of an old style knife that we made of a certain thickness. We will continue making this knife into the future, but in this configuration we won't make it. So now we take all of these cut out parts that have been tumbled and surface ground. So now this part came off the water jet and it didn't have any controlled surface on it. Precision ground the top and bottom, now you've got 2 good surfaces. Now you put it in here on a precision tool, and now you take the holes and make them perfectly perpendicular in the face. And you clean off the outside edge, and you make that all perpendicular. And now, all sides, everything you can touch is now all square, perpendicular, controlled. That's where you get a good product. So these guys are doing a new setup on this. So it's brand new tooling. They did a setup. They made me 5 of them. I liked it. They made me 40 of them. I liked those. Now they're going to make a couple hundred of them. And now they're in the setup. We want to see how well does this tool break down and reset up again. That are perfectly round. We don't require that quite as much.
Okay.
But like everything in the aerospace program is plus or minus a couple thou. Here it's plus or minus a couple tenths.
Wow.
It's crazy. And it's because nobody gets a stator vane on a jet and feels if it wiggles. It just needs to work.
Yeah.
No, you know, knives work sloppy mostly. Yeah. But my customers at my price point, they want this perfect little mechanism. So they're actually gay for the mechanism. Today, I mean, if I cheat, I can do it, but it's really kind of it's a 90-day circle. Okay. Every single hole of every pin and every pivot is hand done on a diamond shop motor here. So they're within a tenth or two of fucking perfect. It's crazy. Eyeball in here. Watch. No jigs, no fixtures, no nothing. Just all by eye. Every single knife, if you get a micrometer out, they're really fucking close. But they're a little bit different. Every shoulder's been artfully plunged and done by hand. So if you look at a knife, you'll see, you know, this shoulder line here matches this one here. Most knives it doesn't. This is all done by eyeball and freehand. All of this eyeball and freehand.
How do you train that in? I mean, that's crazy.
It's crazy craftsmanship. It's crazy flash, radial lash, lock up, wiggle in any direction, break and unbreak, the sound, check the handles, make sure they don't wiggle. I look at the hardware flashing in the light, make sure it has no scarring or markings, make sure the clip centers where I know it's supposed to go, make sure everything's centered and nothing looks bent on it, check it all for blemishes and finish, and then I want to open it hard, I want to open it soft, and I want to see how it reacts. I'll clean off the lock face one time usually if everything goes well, and then this knife will get a pass. It's put back in its envelope. I know who the maker is, I know what's been done, I know who it's for, what order number it is, what number it is on their order, and what all the details are, confirm that it's right, bag it, and it goes in the pass pile. That's my pass pile.
The last run ever. We're doing this special 36. So if you know our custom, we always use things called Dirty Dozen, and that's our Greg Medford Signature Series knives. And they come out usually twice a year. We did, if you saw our last SHOT Show and all of our Instagram stuff, we did 12 for SHOT Show. We'll do 12 for Blade Show. They range in price from $3,800 to $5,000. The collector market goes crazy. They're typically bought before we leave for the shows, but we're true to our word where we want to say, hey, these are going to the show. And if people want to buy them, a SHOT Show, if you're not familiar with it, is a non-selling show, so you don't sell off the floor. But every one of those knives, you know, my collectors know they're coming out and they're like, yeah, I'll take them all. Like, I'm not going to sell them to y'all. What's cool about this is one of our hand tech knives, a Marauder series that we did a special mil-spec finish. So on purpose, we try to kind of weather them. Oh yeah, there's a trick how to open them too. I'll show you.
Yeah, that one's...
They're all like that because of the 14-pound detent. So what's interesting about all of our knives, most people just hold the knife like this. Actually, let me show you Praetorian. And the trick is you kind of tuck it into that last piece of your pinky, and then most guys, you just grab it here, and then once you crack the 14-pound detent, it's pretty simple. But you just have to be shown that little trick, because guys try to do this, even if you have big monster hands like you, and they start at this end of the fuller groove. And I do this morning, noon, and night, like you cut cigars morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
I can barely, I mean, I can't even open it, and you never will, because you see where it's in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
As soon as you tuck it there, and then move your thumb down here, you know, it opens right up. So it's just a little trick.
Interesting.
So get a finger bend that.
All right.
And there I just said it, so now it's on the record.
There we go.
It's a little different because it just has the witness hole.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be, and it's got these cool variable handles. Oh, here's the burl. Thanks. Oh, that's cool. So this is last of an era because it's a Vulcan blade.
Okay.
And you can see what we did with the hybrid. So it's a Tonto grind, same handle, and so the handle and spring and blade are all the same thickness. And now our new hybrid is the same handle and spring thickness, but now the blade is half as thick. And this is the last 6 we're ever going to make. And Greg, because he's great, I already showed you that one. I'm sorry, you wanted to see the Barone. And that's more of a twist your wrist than a fold out. So if you're a karamba guy, where you can open it that way, like a girl, yeah. Just kidding, here. You don't even have to hard open it that much, although we love when people do that because our knives are made for that. But you do like a flick of the wrist, and it'll. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is our deployment series. This is a new knife for us for 2018. We took one of our top sellers from years past, where it was G10 by Ty, and put it in a titanium slide. Oh, you made it. I think.
Oh yeah, you explained that,
which is prototype. It's going to be a full S35 VN blade. If you know the K bar, that's a full.
Yeah, that's a
hilt. Full tang construction, fold over hilt. It's got a 2-piece titanium hilt, solid titanium pommel. I just saw the final design for the leather sheath that's being made. It is.
Are you supposed to open a crom bit like that?
You can.
Hey guys, this is Anthony. We got Ben right here again, and Mel. We just got done doing our factory tour over at Medford Knives, and what a great experience. We had a great afternoon. Saw a ton of cool stuff, and really got to see what Medford Knives is all about.
It was really awesome.
Yeah. Ben, what was your favorite thing about it?
You don't realize, think of a knife factory as having so much done by hand, and they do a lot of the knives by hand.
Mel, what did you like about it? Mel was caught up by the hot guys running the machines. We're still smoking the cigars we were smoking earlier because we didn't get to finish them earlier. So I'm still smoking the Curabari Socrates. Good medium body stick. It's got a nice spice to it. Just a good everyday smoke. You know, nothing that's, you know, completely unique or wild about it. Just a solid smoke. Once again, one of the newer ones for Curabari this year. Ben, what do you think about the Buenaventura?
Buenaventura is always a solid, earthy, medium-bodied smoke. Just a great blend for a great price as well.
We will see you next time. Follow us, like the video below, thumbs up for liking it, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the fun places. Once again, if you're not following Ben, follow Ben at
F5Ben.
F5Ben. So make sure you check him out for all his great shots. He likes to do a lot of shots of cigars and cutters, fancy cutters, right?
Fancy cutters.
BTX style. But I think we're going to overtake that pretty soon with a Medford knife shot, right?
If I get one, which I need to.
You do need to. I need to. I really kind of wanted to walk out of there with one today.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that order in soon. But anyway, guys, we'll see you next time.